A very good morning to Miss Mina, lecturer for course Current Issue in International Finance. My name is Adrian Wong from HE19. My matrix number is BG19110184. Today, the topic that I would like to share with you guys is how does cashless payment affects China. Before getting into this topic, let me give you guys a short briefing about China and what is cashless payment. China, which is also the People's Republic of China, is a country that is located in the Eastern Asia along the western shore of the Pacific Ocean. Asia is the largest and most populous continent in the world, and not to mention, China had the largest population, which is more than 1.4 billion in Asia as well as in the world. Although China is the largest country in Asia, yet its largest competitor in Asia, which is India, is keeping up very closely in terms of population. China had covered more than 9 million kilometers square. The country consists of 23 provinces such as Guangdong, Hubei, Hunan, and Zhejiang, 5 autonomous regions like Tibet and Guangxi, 4 municipalities such as Beijing and Shanghai, and last but not least, 2 special administrative regions, which is Hong Kong and Macau. Before I forget about this, the capital city of China is Beijing. Now, let's move on to cashless payment. To make it simple, cashless payment are any types of payment which is made without using any cash. Bank transfers, credit card payments, mobile payments, and digital e-wallets are all cashless payments. The customer doesn't need to have any cash on them to complete the purchase. But for your information, cashless payments and contactless payment are two different things. Contactless payment are credit cards that use either near field communication, which is also known as NFC, or radio frequency identification (RFID) technology. Although it looks like the same, contactless payment are also cashless payment, but not all cashless payment will be contactless payment. There are many different types of cashless payment methods. First of all, it will be e-wallets. E-wallets are a popular mode of online payment. E-wallet providers such as Touch and Go e-wallet, Boost, GrabPay, and MAE, which is backed by Bank, is being widely used in Malaysia. Mobile banking application is another cashless payment method. Internet banking and online store value systems are also another varieties of cashless payment methods in Malaysia. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, cashless payment is being widely used nowadays in Malaysia, and yet there are many people who still prefers to pay their purchases in cash. Actually, cashless payment comes with many benefits to each and every one of us. Cashless payment is very convenient as we don't have to go all the way to the ATM machine to withdraw money whenever we are lack of money. We can just pay by using e-wallets or paywave from our debit or credit cards. Moreover, from time to time, these e-wallet providers will reward their users by giving out discounts and cashbacks. For example, when you reach RM88 in a single receipt in Jaya Grocer, by using GrabPay, you will be able to get a RM9 discount from their receipt. Isn't it great? Not to mention, using cashless payment has a benefit of allowing us to track back our spending. Some have the habit of tracking what they have spent throughout the day or the month. By opening the transaction history in the application that they use, they can see how much they have spent. Last but not least, using cashless payment is less riskier. If the credit card or mobile wallet is being stolen, we can block it immediately. Now then, let's move on to our main topic, which is how does cashless payment affect China? In Malaysia, the trend of cashless payment has suddenly rose up is due to the COVID-19 pandemic. More and more people are getting used to the trend of cashless payment. But this is a different story for China. China actually started their very first cashless and online payment platform, which is known as Alipay. The Chinese name of Alipay is known as 支付宝. The birth of Alipay had to track back to 2003 due to a crisis in confidence which happens at Alibaba's online customer-to-customer platform, which is Taobao. Buyers had no method to ensure sellers would deliver a quality product once a payment had been made. In order to overcome this problem, the CEO of Alibaba, Jack Ma, had designed a system wherein the buyer's payment would be held on the platform in escrow and only released to the seller's account after a satisfactory product had been received. Initially, it was limited to Taobao, but then later on, Alibaba quickly moved to providing its escrow service for other online platforms as well by 2004. On 2014, the owner of WeChat, which is Tencent, introduced WeChat Pay, which had a similar function with Alipay, but their main purpose was to create virtual red packets, which is known as ang pao, that can be sent to their families and friends. These two mobile payment products have rapidly reshaped China's payment landscape. With monthly active users of over 1.4 billion from these products, they have created a massive valuable mobile payments market that they completely dominate, as 93% of the mobile payment segment is controlled by the two. More than 20 million users make purchases every day through WeChat Pay, and 200,000 people sign up for the service every day. Much of this growth had taken place on the back quick response QR code. WeChat Pay and Alipay introduces proprietary versions of QR codes in 2011, and by 2016, more than 1.6 trillion USD in transactions used the codes. Moreover, a major driver behind the rapid adoption of mobile payment system was the lack of credit card infrastructure in China at the time of the smartphone revolution. Such a phenomenon is analogous to China's de facto bypass of the email system, with instant messaging apps such as WeChat being preferred manner of communication even in business contexts. But at the same time, these have created some problems as well. The People's Bank of China (POBC), the country's central bank, had fined 16 public and private organizations for refusing to accept cash payment, which happens in 2020. Although China is trying to transform their country into a cashless country, but at the same time, they had ignored that there are still tens of millions of people who lack the access or know how to navigate China's internet-based company. For example, an elderly man was forced off a bus in northern China due to not displaying a health code app. Another example was an elderly woman in China's Hubei province was told she couldn't pay for health insurance with cash. All of this had happened was due to their ignorance for the elderly people as well as millions of people which had lacked access to the internet in China. In my opinion, instead of forcing them to use cashless payment, the China government should have educated and explained the benefits of using cashless payment. We could not force everyone to use the cashless payment, and at the same time, China should come up with a law stating that all organizations should accept cash payment. That's all from me. Thank you.